They said she was born with her eyes closed for 7 days. When they opened, she didn't cry. She simply stared, at the roof, at the faces, at the walls. As if she remembered something no one else did. Her name was Beauty, daughter of Dibianwanodi, the high priest of deity Udu, goddess of earth and secrets. Her mother had died giving birth to her, on the sacred stone slab just outside the shrine, her blood seeping into the soil as the rain fell from a thunderous sky. Since that day, Beauty had been forbidden from leaving the sacred grove. She was known as the bride of the deity. She lived at the shrine's threshold. Not inside. Not outside. Half woman, half offering. Half human, half something else. Olisa, a daring young hunter from the distant village of Ogbubu, wandered into the forest one Harmattan morning chasing a wounded antelope. He had heard the stories of deity Udu's grove, how it swallowed men whole, how spirits guarded the shrine, how maidens who wandered too close disappeared forever. But when he saw her, kneeling beside the sacred stream, her fingers cupping water, her body glowing faintly in the gold of sunrise, he forgot the warnings. Her white wrapper hugged her like the morning mist. Her hair was threaded and adorned with cowries. Her eyes, oh, her eyes. Like calm river stones that saw through time. She turned and looked at him, not startled, not afraid. You've crossed where men should not. I would cross 1,000 thresholds, Olisa said, just to know your name. Beauty warned him. If the priest finds you, you'll be offered in place of yam. If the goddess sees us, she will strike. But Olisa returned each dawn. Hidden from the priest, from the goddess, from the world. He taught her to laugh, to dance barefoot beneath the palm trees. She taught him the names of ancient birds, the songs only trees sang at midnight. One morning, he brought her a red bead necklace. She hesitated. If I wear this, I become yours. But I already belong to deity. I'm not afraid, he said, placing it gently around her neck. She smiled. The sky darkened. That night, the shrine trembled. Inside, Dibianwanodi convulsed before the sacred pot. A black vulture landed on the roof and screamed. The goddess was restless. The oracle spoke. The threshold has been broken. The child of the shrine has been touched. Blood must answer. At the same moment, Beauty dreamt of fire. She saw Olisa tied to the sacred tree, his blood dripping into the earth. She saw herself wailing, her voice swallowed by wind. She awoke, sweating, heart racing. She ran into the dark forest. The next morning, Olisa returned, but was seized by masked guardians of the shrine. He was beaten, dragged by his feet, and tied to the sacred iroko tree before the shrine. Villagers from afar gathered in silence. Dibianwanodi stepped out, eyes wild with ancestral rage. My daughter has been defiled. My priestess has betrayed the altar. For this, you shall die before the eyes of the earth. Beauty ran out, falling at her father's feet. It was I who loved him. I who touched first. If a soul must be taken, take mine. But the gods had already chosen. The hour came. Drums beat softly, like distant thunder. A goat bleated in the background. Palm oil was poured on the ground. The villagers held their breath. Dibianwanodi lifted his staff. Olisa, bloodied and weak, whispered, even in death, I will love you. But just as the staff fell toward his chest, a blinding light flashed across the shrine. The sacred pot shattered. The earth quaked. A woman's voice, deep, resonant, echoing with power, filled the air. I never asked for her. You offered what was not yours. She is not mine. She is hers. All fell to the ground. The goddess had spoken. When the dust cleared, Olisa was freed. Beauty stood, untouched, glowing. Dibia Nwanodi collapsed, weeping. 4 years I thought keeping her near the shrine would please the goddess. I never asked her what she wanted. The oracle stepped forward. The threshold is not just between shrine and earth. It is between love and fear. Today, love has crossed it. A new law was made: no soul shall be given to the gods without its consent. The shrine no longer held beauty. She was no longer the bride of deity. She was now daughter of life. Olisa and Beauty married under the great aqua tree, where gods once walked. She wore the red beads he gave her. He wore a white wrapper stained with soil and palm wine. Their love became legend, not for its passion alone, but for its defiance, its faith, and the life it gave not just to them, but to a people. To this day, lovers who come to that threshold tie red cloths to the trees and whisper, "Let mine be the love that the goddess returned." At the edge of the old shrine, a new path grew, a narrow trail of soft earth lined with white stones. The locals call it the path of love. And every evening, when the sun bleeds orange and the trees whisper, some say they still see two shadows, hand in hand, dancing just outside the shrine's threshold. Forever free. Forever chosen.